I think he would make a very, very good king. I think he's dependent a little bit too much on advice. I think I would like to see him take more. I think he's a slightly weak man. Again, this is a product, I think, of his upbringing and the fact that he's always had people around him to tell him what to do and what to think. His instincts are great. Time and time again, we've seen that the areas that he's tackled when he's been just dismissed as a lunatic prince, those issues have become mainstream.
You ready?
The work of the Prince's Trust, as I've said, is estimable and perhaps under-publicised. But if you look at all the other causes that Charles has famously championed, architecture, organic farming, alternative medicine, literacy standards, people reading Shakespeare and so on, really there's very little concrete that he's achieved. He does tend to launch things and then abandon them and leave other people to pick up the pieces as his interests move elsewhere. And there's nothing substantial that he can point to. It's in many ways a rather sadly wasted life.
I think what Prince Charles would like to be remembered for is his often extremely lonely crusades on things like brutalist architecture, organic farming, genetically modified seeds and things like that, holistic medicine. Now, one has to remember that when he started banging on, as he would put it, on these issues, he was ridiculed. He was called the potty prince. Now these issues are mainstream.
It's also extremely nice to know that I share a birthday with a biscuit. I hadn't realised that before, I must say, until today. And it's nice to imagine that perhaps Shakespeare might have written a slightly different ode. Can I compare it to a biscuit or something like that? Fully organic and rather nutty.
I have no problem at all if Prince Charles decides to marry the woman that he's loved from afar and secretly for most of his adult life. The Church of England would have a problem with it. Many other people in this country would have a problem. But speaking as a man myself, it wouldn't worry me in the slightest. Will it happen? I think that the process of introducing Camilla to public life was happening shortly before Diana died, that it's been delayed, but with a period of time it will continue again.